OK, talking of politicians, there's going to be so much fun. We had the brolly moment, the lack of a brolly yesterday. And then the Prime Minister then thought, right, it can't get any worse. But he went to Wales and seems to have forgotten that they'd been knocked out of the Euros.
Oh, Is he looking forward to all the football?
Not so much my bag. But,
well, get people in. Yeah.
No, but that's because you guys aren't in it.
Yeah, well, to get people out, you know, there'll be people coming. It'll be good
but
summer
come and support England at least.
Yeah.
Or some people will be supporting anyone that plays England. But I won't be. But
also some cricket before then. You know, once you get into that.
Because Wales didn't qualify for the Euro 2024 football tournament, so that met with a bit of silence, Kevin. I think he did. I think he'd forgotten.
I think he had. It was excruciating. But he is a football fan, Sunak. He's a Southampton supporter. He used to go as a kid. He goes regularly. Starmer as an Arsenal supporter. But that was, oh, dear. Because England and Scotland are there. Wales are not. Are you looking forward to the football? You don't. When
you do not say that in Wales. Oh, you think it's okay?
No, I think this is a bit of a spin story, if I'm honest with you. He probably did forget, but it's not as excruciating as people are making out. He's in a pub, from what I can see, and regardless of whether they're in it or not, it's going to bring punters in. So I think he was asking, are you looking forward to the football? It's going to bring people in. And I think this is just a spin, the first guff of the general election campaign.
First guff.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't that big of a deal. We're going to see a lot more.
It was horrible. Staged and it just went wrong.
I'm still. Somebody yesterday said to me that you might as well call off the campaign now because the image of him being in the rain is now that it's like Brown with his head in his hands. It becomes a really big image, doesn't it?
He looked defeated.
And the classic image is what? Kinnock falling over in the sea.
Yeah,
Brown head in hands.
Right, yeah.
Thatcher saying we've become a grandmother. Certain things sum it up.
Theresa May keeps saying nothing has changed when...
Strong and stable.
Yeah.
But
it just that wet, soaked, and he turned his back. It looked like he's getting washed away. He can't get anything right.
So he's gone on the attack today, Rishi Sunak, and he's saying Starmer needs to face him in debates. And he's called quite a lot of them. He says one a week until the election. I don't know where he thinks these viewers are coming from.
No, I think there'll be two. There were
really?
Two last. Starmer said he'll take part, and I think it's two that are planned, which was what happened in 2019 between Corbyn and Johnson. Remember him? Theresa May wouldn't do them in 2017. I remember Cameron and Miliband 2015, and the first TV debates, of course, were in 2010 when you saw Brown, Cameron and Clegg.
Yeah.
So they will be, but he says, I want one a week because he's desperate. He's behind. And
I think we'll all be fed up with that, wouldn't we?
I think it would take... I think, if I was writing a British constitution, I'd make sure there are TV debates in an election, and they will take place.
Like that?
No, because they will then cease to be a big occasion when you'll get large audiences. It'll just become...
It'll be an anticlimax.
Yes,
yeah.
So, we could have foreign secretary debates. We could have Cameron against Lammy. People would watch that.
Oh, Cameron will wipe the floor with
But you know the problem with that, though? Cameron hasn't got a vote because he's a peer. He's not standing.
Yeah.
So also on the front pages, here we go, Times. This probably gets to the heart of the election. More important than anything is about cost of living. And they have, as well as inflation coming down, they've got energy bills tumbling as well because of the price cap. So Ofgem, the regulator, looking to reduce the energy price cap by £116. It does give them ammo, the Conservatives, doesn't it? They say, look, we've been in a battle since COVID, but we're coming through.
Yeah, and this is why I think everybody's quite shocked at the idea of Rishi Sunak coming out with it as soon as he has. You would have think if he really is turning a corner, he's getting inflation down, he's saying he will stop the small boats, he assured that the flights will take off to Rwanda. Why has he brought it in so soon? You would stretch it out so he can prove to the nation, I have done what I set out to do, whereas the 4th of July just isn't long enough.
Kevin?
You're right. Look, people have got national insurance cuts in their wage packets now. They'll have a few extra quid. But you would have thought you'd waited so you'd feel the benefit.
Have a good summer.
But the problem you get is, one, are people listening to you? And I think sometimes people just shut their ears. And then two, most people, households, are going to be worse off at this election than they were at the last one. And that's during the Conservative period. And it's good the energy price cap is coming down. But if it comes down to £1,600 or so. 2.5 years ago, it was £1,200.
Yeah.
So you're still paying
Not
more.
that
And when
much,
inflation went up, not entirely the government's problem, it became its problem, it wasn't their fault because Putin's invasion of Ukraine sent world energy prices up. But all that is baked in. You've paid that, and prices aren't, by and large in shops, aren't coming down. They're
No,
staying
well, inflation
higher.
is still, as
Yeah.
long as
Still
there's
going
any
up.
inflation, it means there's still, that's what people think is inflation's down to 2%, so prices are falling. They're not, they're still rising.
Still really, yeah, and I'm glad that's why you said about the Putin invasion, the unrest in the Middle East, all these things are factors. So when I heard this morning Keir Starmer say, we're going to reduce bills by £400 and we're going to keep it at that, you can't make those promises. And I think people are seeing through these empty promises
but
now.
I think you're right always to question a politician's figures, particularly during a general election campaign.
Yeah.
What he's saying is Great British Energy will produce renewable energy in Britain, so therefore it's not subject to international changes in oil and gas prices. That's why he can put a figure on it. I agree, question the figure, but that's why he can say, look, this is different. It'll be
Okay.
the
green
infrastructure
renewable.
won't be made as soon as to make those promises.
Oh no,
though.
it'll take years.
There we go.